All right. For 5, 6 years, Street Fighter V has been updated. Let me start over again because I'm kind of excited for something I just added to the episode. All right. When it came out in 2016, Street Fighter V was a little bit divisive. It came out for the PlayStation 4 and the PC. Throughout this, though, in 2021, throughout these many years, Street Fighter V has grown into one of the pillars of the esports community with Capcom Pro Tour, with fighters being added, season passes, and this game has grown. Recently, Capcom had their Season 5 pass and released their last fighter, Luke. In this episode, live stream of Delve, we're going to talk a little bit about Street Fighter V, play the character Luke, see what this character is about, and see what's going to, and my speculation on what is going to happen with the Street Fighter franchise. And a little blue blur surprise that I just put in. It is now time to delve live. Oh, hello everyone, and let me change that up. Let me get where I want to be. There we go. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to Delve, the show where we discuss everything pop culture related. And you're going to be on a wild ride with me today. Let me get this situated. Kind of throw in the comment section, how's everyone doing today? Like I said, there's I want to make this my default gameplay and make this my default profile. Hello, Gwyneth. Good, stay on. You're going to get a treat here in just a moment. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of Delve. My name's Tom Morris. We celebrate pop culture on this show by talking about the latest in video games, comic books, movies, collectibles, television. The purpose of this episode was to talk about Street Fighter V and Luke in the Season 5 gameplay. However, let me show you something that just came out like literally about an hour ago. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie trailer was just released here about an hour ago at the Video Game Awards show, and they just put up the trailer here for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm going to read you the synopsis, and then we're going to go into the gameplay trailer, the movie trailer. I watched it. I think it is awesome, but I want to kind of tell everyone what's going on with it. Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The world's favorite blue hedgehog is back for a next-level adventure in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. After settling in Green Hill, Sonic is eager to prove he has what it takes to be a true hero. His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns, this time with a new partner, Knuckles, in search for an emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. From the filmmakers behind The Fast and the Furious and Deadpool, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 stars James Marsden, Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, Tika Sumpter, Natasha Rothwell, Jim Carrey's returning along with new additions, Seymour Moore, and Idris Elba as the voice of Knuckles, and Colleen O'Shaughnessy as the voice of Tails. This will be coming out April 8th, 2022. Oh. Let me get to the trailer. Hang on a second. Let me get to this trailer. I want to do Game Link K. Nope. 4K 2. Okay, let's see if this will play. I'll start from the beginning. I promise you I will get this right. Okay, now let's watch the trailer.
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
Mind if I drive? Quick stretch, little snack, and here we go.
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
Mind if I drive?
But you're being reckless.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Pretending to be Batman.
Blue Justice, trademark pending.
You're still just a kid.
Woohoo!
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed. But you don't choose that moment. That moment chooses you.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah? He's back!
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Since I've been gone, I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
That sounds big. It's been on my vision board for years.
Hope I'm not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Name's Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea. That wasn't too bad. Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure. Return to sender. Face it, you're never going to get my power.
Do I look like I need your power?
Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles.
That has literally just been released hours ago. The new trailer for for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out April 8th. What I really appreciated about the last Sonic the Hedgehog movie is they listened to their fans. When they showed the original trailer, the Sonic the Hedgehog model did not look very appealing at all. They actually went back. The fans had, the fans rightfully so expressed their concern, complained. They went back and they redid Sonic, and Sonic looks more like actual Sonic now. And therefore, listening to the fans, they were rewarded. The movie did phenomenal. And now, a couple years later, we get Tails, the voice from, I believe, Sonic Boom. Tails is doing the voice of Sonic. They have Knuckles, Idris Elba, doing the voice. Jim Carrey's returning. You see a lot of the elements that make Sonic such a great franchise being put into the movie. So that's really a case of when fans speak up in a positive manner and maybe on a way to get their point across, and developers, producers listen, everyone wins. And now we get Sonic 2. Let me know in the comments what you thought of seeing that trailer. It literally just came out about an hour ago. When I saw it, I knew I had to throw that into our episode. So thank you for being patient as I just fumbled around everything. Now let's get on to our regular show. All right. This episode, we are going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to play Street Fighter V. We're going to talk about Street Fighter V Champion Edition. When it was released in 2016, Street Fighter V was a little divisive because it didn't have the amount of characters and the amount of stages, and there were some balance issues. Well, fast forward to 2021, there's been balance updates, there's been new characters added in season passes. The roster is up to 45 characters now. And with this last character, Luke, pretty much what remains is 2022 balance update and Capcom Pro Tour additional costumes. So they've added, throughout the course of this game, they've added new costumes, new fighters, rebalanced fighters, added new stages. They've had Capcom Pro tournaments around the country. You have fighting game communities that play this game. This is a really fun game if you are into esports, one-on-one fighters, competitive fighters, tournaments. It really has shaped up to be quite a phenomenal game for the PlayStation 4 and PC. Now as this game kind of is starting to be completed, if you want to call it, now we're on to the next Street Fighter. Who knows what we'll bring for that? But this episode, I thought we'd just play a little Street Fighter V, what my thoughts are on the game, on the series. We play with the new character Luke, as they say he's going to be a pivotal part of this next Street Fighter project. This will be a very interesting episode, as you're going to watch me get beat. Bottom line, I'll play some from memory, but I'm going to get beat and we're going to have some fun. So let's get to Street Fighter V Champion Edition Season 5 and Luke. Oops. Oh yes, before we get started, here's a pop question that I want to ask everyone, because as you go, when you play these games, Street Fighter 2, Magic the Gathering, in the world of pop culture, there's a lot of esports, there's a lot of tournaments out there that you can play various games in. My question for you to think about in this episode is, have you ever participated in a fighting game tournament, and if so, was it in person or online? You could even go a little bit further. Have you ever participated in a pop culture tournament with maybe card playing games? You've done one-on-one back in the day, maybe at the arcade, got together with a friend's house, maybe played online, whether it be Mario Kart, Street Fighter, or something like that. Have you ever played an official tournament, a makeshift tournament? And if so, how'd you do? Let me know in the comments. We'll get back to those towards the end of the show. Okay, we're going to play a little Street Fighter 5. So we can get a little digital avatar here. What I got. Let me know in the comments if you can hear and see me okay. We're going to start with arcade. Yes, I know I'm not logged into the server. For some reason I'm not logged in. Isn't that something? Okay, we're going to go play Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5.
Wait till it boots up. You can see there's now over 45 characters in this game. How is that now? Let me know, Josh. How is that? Let me check. I'm going to turn down the game audio some as well. Okay, how's that? Okay, let me get to my Fighter 5. And let me find my character loop. Okay, so what is going on here? You know what's funny is I did pay for the season pass. This is embarrassing. I guess that's what I get for not deciding to do something last minute. And let me check something. Well, this is interesting. So it doesn't... Arcade. Street Fighter 5, start.
Street Fighter 5.
I think I got so excited for Sonic the Hedgehog that I just messed everything up. Maybe. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try logging in. I should already have the Season 5 passes, because you see I've got all the other characters.
DLC ranking. Thanks for waiting. Dan Hibiki will come out next.
Okay, so you see it's purchase.
Bye-bye. Come
Try
back
this
again.
again. That's why I like having the community here, because the community helps out.
Street Fighter
They
5.
can see something, give us feedback on when we're doing something. And let's see if I've got Luke, who is supposed to be pretty... Ah, there we go. There he is.
Let's do it. I'm always ready for a fight.
I have not tried. Thank you, Gwyneth.
UAE.
Capcom Pro. I really want to, in 2022, if we're able to, I really want to go to a Capcom Pro tour.
Round
We're doing
one.
it virtually. We're doing
Fight.
some in person. So let's see what this character is like. Like I said, when this game came out, it didn't have the peak selection of fighters that it has to now, but they've updated, they've done a lot of changes to the game, a lot of modifications, made it very competitive, and there's just so much to this game. I went and bought a arcade stick for this game, and I really have a lot of fun with it. I've went online a few times. I've gotten involved with the fighting game community here in our local area. It's a fun game to play.
Round
It's
2.
very easy to pick up. You hear it all the time. Easy to pick up, hard to master. It's really true. We've come a long way since the original Street Fighter 2. And when I say the original Street Fighter 2, that was the game that really, to me, I've said it before, revitalized the arcade and brought in a whole generation of fighting games from Capcom, SNK, Midway with the Mortal Kombat series.
You win.
Let's see, Laura or Nash? Who should I pick? Throw it in the comments while we're sitting here. Laura or Nash? Nash? All right, Josh. Nash it should be. Nash, Charlie originally from the Street Fighter Alpha. There has been a lot of Street Fighter games that have been through the years. Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2. And then once we got to Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, Alpha 2, Alpha 3. Various revisions of that. Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 Double Strike, Street Fighter 3
Round
Third
1.
Strike, or double impact, I should say. And you finally, it's been these fighting games just taking a lot of different turns. I kind of wish we had a snow stage. Okay, got a few hits. I think one thing that I'm going to want to do is eventually go into all of you who spent years waiting for Nash to come back. You got to play see him as much as I can. Okay. So let me know. Let's do a request. Some of the fighters' backstories. But I think I'll do a little future episode. I think December I'm just going to start. I'm going to do video games, my history, my thoughts with some of the classics, and really play Street Fighter 2. That was a time back then. It was just in our teen years, the arcade, the Super Nintendo, really. Got a KO super finish there, or KO finish.
Another fight is coming your way.
Another fight is coming your way. What do I got going on here? Okay, Luke versus G, who's a very mysterious character in Street Fighter V.
I'll fight this battle. Why? Because it is my duty.
Round one. Fight.
He likes to call himself the challenger of the world, or the president of the world, which is in his description.
Not done yet.
This is my first time playing this character. I'm very rusty with this game. Just going out muscle memory on some of the stuff that I've done KO.
Of all the people of Earth, I have felt your power.
Round two. Fight.
Eat this.
If you're able to kind of look at the details in the background, you even have birds over the moon, the stars. You can do a lot with this game too. Training modes, story modes. It really has. You can do a lot of
Final
practice.
round. Fight.
right into this. You can get very meta with this game. I think I've talked about that in the past, but like any fighting game, you can really train just to learn the openings. If I was playing online, I'd get destroyed because I'm jumping in, and that's something that you don't do. You start learning just a little bits of doing a drag motion there.
Not my day!
Kind of cheesed it, as my daughter would say.
You win.
Doing some cheese. Let's go with Zeke or ZQ. The reason I'm going with that person is because that's actually a tie-in in a way to another Street Fighter game or another Capcom game, which is Fighter. You can go to these web pages that they're showing here, Capcom Fighters.
Round one.
Seeing the
Fight.
They have their tournaments online. It's really cool how this competitive fighting game community, esports, is really taken off.
Good!
My character even has a power, which I was going to do while I'm getting hit, but hey, what the heck.
I'll never lose to anyone!
Round two. Fight.
I just noticed earlier, wow, the background when we both slammed into the ground.
Hey! Hey!
You see the table with the champagne bottles kind of bounce up. But there's just little things that sometimes you don't get to see while you're playing. Let's see if I can do that again. There you go. Speaking of future Street Fighter, it's nice to see new locales added in for stages, like a UAA in New Zealand. Makes me wonder where future Street Fighter games will have stages set. Yeah, they've really put all around the world, and some of these stages have a nighttime and a daytime scene as well. Pull up Street Fighter 5.
Round one. Fight.
Read you Luke's fire in the game.
Too bad! Too bad! Too bad!
Perfect KO.
Right, perfect KO. And then they have kind of some of these scene specifics when you start doing damage to them.
Round two. Fight.
Josh, you put in there that you
win.
waiting for Nash to come back. Well, what I'm gonna do is oops. Let me do a few rounds with Nash for you, if I can remember how to turn this part off.
Round one. Fight.
Rose was another season 5 character. She made her debut in Street Fighter Alpha series. And I'm casually growing this
try to
game
learn
so I
to
can
use your
get
power
the
a little better.
game over screen.
Round two. Fight. You lose. Nine. 8. 7. 6. Fight on.
Okay, Josh. Who would you like to see me play with this time? As soon as this loads back up. Okay, we have Rose, Gil, Kage, Dan, E Honda, G, Sakura, Felke. I'm not even going to try to pronounce names. Na, Ed, Yuri, Akuma, Alex, Ibuki, Laura, Rashid, Armika, Zangi, Karin, Chun-Li, Ryu, Nash. I have not played as Akira. We had Akira, Seth, Poison, Sagat, Lucia, Oro, Tammy, Tyson. So let's try Akira. Costume, story mode. Battle outfit 1. We'll just go through this one.
Akira-sama, let's fight!
It's fun to see these new characters coming in with all fan favorites of Street Fighter, and they've also brought in other Capcom franchises to complement, round out the roster, bring the whole Capcom universes together. I think that is a really nice touch in continuity, especially nowadays when we have cinematic universes,
Round
movie
one.
universes, comic book universes.
Fight!
One of the things they tell you when you start fighting is don't jump in for all your attacks. Learn to gauge distances. What do? I jump in for all my attacks. As you get used to stuff, you start playing.
You should try to learn to use your power a little better.
Round two. Fight!
Yeah, I'd like to see more Capcom games, more of those universes. Like they just put a comment in there for rival worlds if they bring out more.
End for you. It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Phasora Spark!
Sometimes you just have to There you go. But sometimes you just have to take the butt with it. But I know it'll come back. You're just gonna leave just like that? Come back, help! Wow, he actually helped out somewhat. Made it even. We'll see what happens in this last round. Yeah. That was
Final round. Fight! You lose.
That is pretty cool. Tarot card reading.
8, 7, 6, 1, 0. Game over.
That was Street Fighter V, just a little bit playing. The reason I chose to play Street Fighter was just really kind of just to play the new character, to see Season 5, and just talk about how sometimes just because a game starts out a certain way, there's always room to add to it, to change it up, to bring out fan favorite characters, to have a long game plan. You're seeing this more and more with games where, for better or worse, some people like it, some people don't. It just depends how they do it, how they add to the game. Now, gone are the days sometimes when you get a fighting game and everything's all in one complete package. You get season passes, you get new character drops, you get new costumes, new stages, rebalanced. That's one of the good things about having games that we're able to download. Is also some people get upset because you don't get the complete package. You kind of have to get these DLCs and the content. And I can see both sides. It just depending on how well the initial game is and what they add to it and what they have to the roadmap. With the internet able to download, I'm not going to say which side I stand on because I see the pluses and negatives on both sides. What I do like is for 5 years, the Street Fighter V game has been able to grow and expand, and you have a community, fighting game community of people that play these games. New characters come out, you get additional time to learn. They make balance updates, and you can play with players across the world. So what's the future for Street Fighter? Well, it's not going to go away because you have your fighting game tournaments, you have your fighting game community, your Pro Cup tours. Mate with Street Fighter 6, who knows what they'll have? Will it be a PlayStation and PC exclusive like this one, or will it be multi-platform? Who knows where the future holds? But you'll probably definitely have new characters, a returning roster. I doubt they'll have all 45 in the game at once, but they might spread that out. But Street Fighter V is not going to go anywhere in the competitive fighting game community. And that's fun because a lot of people spend a lot of time and a lot of hours. They sponsorships. My point is, there's a big future. Street Fighter V crossovers in anime, clothing lines, music. It has been a franchise that has been definitely part of pop culture and video games. And it'll be neat to see what happens in the next iteration. Will we see something in 2022? Or will we wait until 2023 and see something more? I'm just speculating, rambling on, but it is kind of neat just to see the franchise we grew up with way back in 1992, 91 come to where we are today. All right, let's see what we got in the chats. Whoa. Marvel, DC, and now Sonic. Yes, Idris Elba's, and don't forget, he was also in the Star Trek movie. The last Star Trek movie was out. Now they just need to put him in a Mario game. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, closest you've ever come into a tournament is when my friend and I played Mortal Kombat Trilogy in a real mode we made up. Okay, meaning if a character died from a fatality, we couldn't play as them. We ran out of characters in about 15 minutes. That's cool. That's cool when you add certain elements to the game to keep it live. Now they probably have the options. That'd be kind of neat if you lose, you block that character in the game for a day or so. Yes, Nash's story in Street Fighter V is pretty unique. If you ever do get a chance to play this game, I would give that a try, playing his story mode. It's it's cool. Yes, new locales added in for stages like the United Arab Emirate and New Zealand makes me wonder where future Street Fighter games will have stages set. That's cool as they represent the whole world, and each stage just has a unique flair. Also the music, very important that the music, the soundtracks to these games has a local feel for the stages that you're in, so the locales. Just the whole package of visual and audio, they do great with these games. Oro, Necro make it back in at some point. Maybe you'll see them in Street Fighter 6, and hopefully with Street Fighter 6 they actually continue the story, because it's Street Fighter 1, then the Alpha series, then 2, and then chronologically it's 4, 5, and 3. And hopefully Street Fighter 6 will be the start of a new storyline instead of having to put things in between. It's nice to see the first Rival Schools character in Street Fighter. Rival Schools is so popular, I can't believe they didn't cross over sooner. Yeah, maybe this will be the start of bringing It would be really nice. They've done these games before, like a Capcom fighting game where they bring all their characters. We've had them in the past with like Capcom versus Marvel, those games. But if they had like a Capcom All Stars, that'd be kind of neat. Taking fighting characters. Closest we've gotten into that is Super Smash Brothers. It'd be interesting how Major Luke is in the next installment. When they announced Ed and Falke, I assumed they would be important in the next one too. Yes. I think also if we have, I don't know why we had system audio there. I think it's important that if they do new characters, that they continue the storylines that they introduce, whether it be in 4 or 5, that we already know pretty much the story, so continue to the characters, but make each character engaging. That way, also with the not only a background story that you feel connected to them, but also their move sets, everything that is unique and authentic to the character and location. That way, when we play them, we have a sense of connection. And when you bring out new characters, it brings out a whole new batch of players to play with. And of course, you go online, streetfighter.com, and you see their stats and you see how to fight with them. The training will also, just so much to these games that they've added in. And it's really cool to see where the future goes with Street Fighter and fighting games in particular. So I want to thank you all for watching this episode, thrown together quickly in terms of adding the Sonic character, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer, which literally came out an hour ago. That's what's nice, and I apologize for fumbling there at the very beginning, but again, you have franchises in pop culture that are just coming out with new content, long roadmaps. With Street Fighter V, you've seen it in other games, continuously games as a service where they constantly innovate and bring stuff out. Fans that are rewarded for speaking up for producers in a way where we get Sonic the Hedgehog movie that actually paid attention to the look of Sonic after the fans expressed it, and the producer says, we hear you. Now you see Sonic 2, you see fan service. Then any time that we get something that's true to the material, we all win. And what will the future hold for Street Fighter? We don't know in terms of Street Fighter 6, maybe another Street Fighter Versus project, but we're always going to have fun talking about it, playing it. So until next time, celebrate pop culture, continue to have fun, talk about it, share your stories, share what you love about it, and have fun. Keep playing, keep reading, keep collecting, and delve on. See you next time.